Welcome everybody, Jaye Wellness here with you. We're here today with another live session here. I have an interesting topic that I can definitely say that it's going to relate with many, and I just want to talk about it a little longer here. I've probably touched on it a few times within my channel. We have hundreds of videos for you to go through, and so I do want to touch back, and if let me just make sure my sound is working here. And so this topic today is when searching for a job, searching for that right job. And a lot of us are pivoting around right now, looking for the right job. A lot of us are rekindling what we lost during the huge pandemic that we're still going through. And so I wanted to give some tips about job searching. And if you're dealing with these things, please just tune in. I've got some interesting topics here. Alright, so let's jump right in, folks. This topic today is what to look for when job searching. Finding that right job is ideal, of course, and it's aiding in our health and wellness. So I thought it'd be very appropriate to discuss this topic, as it does lead to our pro or cons of our health and wellness. A lot of the times I run into a lot of folks out there who are very in a detrimental situation where their job just seems to overpower finding that health and wellness. And this is why I talk about job searching and finding that career so often, because it correlates a lot with health and wellness. A lot of the people I discuss this to are dealing with their health and wellness going on a downslope because of their job. It's almost, I don't want to give a percentage, but it is extremely high, I will say that much. So we're all about scenarios here at the Wellness Studio, and I want to give you a few scenarios here. And I want to tell you, for example, if you were let go in a massive, abrupt wave, and probably still dealing with this stuff here, if you were let go recently due to COVID-19, I want to tell you something. And now, obviously, this has been an abrupt situation for many folks. And I want to tell you that if you're out there right now looking for a job, you're going to lower your standards. It's very normal because of this. You have bills, you have mortgage, you have school, you have responsibilities, children, or you're just getting started and you want to keep your car going, you have to pay for gas, whatever your situation is. I want to make you take a pause for a brief moment here. And if you're in that middle of that job searching, please listen up here. Because what ends up happening is that while you're out there trucking away at trying to find that right position for yourself, you're also lowering your standards of what might be best for your particular body and mind and soul. And so what I want to do is bring a little awareness to the fact that, of course, we all are aware that finding that job in a very, very short time is ideal when you're trying to get back out there and you're trying to take care of your lifestyle. But I want to also bring a little awareness, is that I want you to keep in mind that your health and wellness and your livelihood has to be number one, no matter what. Now, we all want to make money, but I do not want you to jump into something so abruptly that now you feel committed enough that you have to stay for the mere purpose of having something, because you have things you need to take care of. But you are also something you need to take care of. It has happened so very often that we are making irrational decisions, and as parents and guardian keepers or caregivers, we're trying to do the best we can to take care of our loved one. And so I do want you to think about yourself as well. There's a saying that says you can't pour an empty glass. And so in order to pour into someone else's glass, yours has to be full, or at least half full. And so if you are trying to pour a glass that's empty into another glass, it's unsuccessful. So when you're job searching, I'd like you to keep yourself number one, because your situation will change. It will improve. You hit rock bottom, you're aware of it. Maybe you've drawn in unemployment, maybe you're dealing with different things, maybe getting some aid. But I want you to not make that decision to just go wherever the money's leading you. I see so often very many situations happen where you find that job that pays you very well. You are so excited about this new salary, and what happens is, I almost want to say almost out of, let's say 9 out of 10 times, it almost never seems to last very long that the salary is attractive to you when you're not having time for yourself. It is almost that thing where you start to get into this revolution of, hey, money, 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 but then you realize that other things are starting to go downhill. You're not taking care of your doctor's appointments, you're not taking care of your exercising, you're not eating right because you're so swarmed with meetings and deadlines and agendas that almost now the money does not seem so primary as it once did. Now, do not get me wrong, if you are only a step or two away from your passion and it pays well and it's comfortable for you to live your life that way, by all means, please pursue that dream. But if you're scrambling and you just need something, you're trying to go through different doors, trying to find that salary that's going to help you or maybe not help you, it's where you have to stop and say, look, this is all about me and my health. Because guess what? If you are not functioning at an optimal level, the salary is really not going to be as attractive as it once was when you were at that optimal level. So I'll tell you what, I have a suggestion I like to make. When you're job searching on the various platforms for that role that's going to fit you, I'd like you to move the salary requirements into number 2. So when you're searching and there's, let's say, a top 3 list in your mind, and that is going to be benefits, salary, and flexibility. Let's say that those are your 3. Then you may have others as well, location, different things of that nature, but let's just, for the purpose of this video, let's narrow it down to just 3 requirements. And whereas you thought before salary was number 1, I'd like you to push it down to number 2 in your required list. Meaning, I'd like you to make one of those things be number 1, and out of those 3 that we just described, I like flexibility to be your number 1 this time. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, wait, I need the money. I have things to do. I have to get out of this problem. I have to get out of that problem. I just would like to tell you one thing. If salary is that big of a necessity for you, let me ask you this. If you, for whatever reason, had more time to construct the life that you wanted, would you not pay for it? Just a little bit to get it. If you answered yes to that, then I will tell you that maybe flexibility might be the best solution for you. Now, we all know that with more flexibility in jobs, less pay is probably also on the table. But for one moment, I'd like you to think about your health first and think about the money second. Because if you think about it, having flexibility is not only going to free you up time to take better care of yourself, it's also going to assist you with helping you take care of your family and friends that might need you. But number 1, you have to take care of yourself. This is where we have to be a little selfish, because if we're wearing ourselves down to the bone at a job that pays very well, we're not going to have anything left for those that care that much about us to spend time with us, to do things with. So all of you out there job searching so often, trying to find that role, I'd like you to just keep salary as a secondary option this time, just this one time, and tell me what your results will be. Because if you start to keep more of yourself in front and the money that the job pays in second, you'll see tremendous results. The main reason for this is that, of course, you don't want to just cut yourself completely in half. You do need to make a living. We all are aware of that. But my purpose of this particular video is for you to be a little more mindful about yourself. Don't just jump at any position that pays exactly or more than what you had or what you're looking for. Think a little bit more about if it's flexible enough for you to be able to take a few days off here and there, or maybe just have a schedule that's rotating so that way you can take care of yourself. I just would like to stress that a lot of us are out there job searching with anxiety, trying to find the next dollar. And in the midst of that anxiety, I still want you to remember that you have a health and you have a life that's worth living for, and you have to take care of that first. So folks, if you got anything out of this video today, I would like it to be keep yourself and your health and wellness at the forefront. Because let's be honest, no one takes care of yourself as best as you do. You are the computer and the chief operating officer of your own health and wellness and lifestyle. So with that in mind, as you job search, I'd like you to just remember that wherever you put your time into, it has to cater to your health and wellness needs. Doesn't mean you're going to do a poor job, but you have to remember that you come first. And if you're not able to do the job as well as you want to do the job, then ultimately it was not worth it in the first place. Alrighty folks, I'm going to put a cap on today's live discussion, and I want you to keep that in mind. And if you're not the one out there looking, you know someone that is, please share this video with them. I'd like them to get some information, a little encouragement, as well as a very healthy reminder that they are number one as well. So we have to keep everybody on the same page. It's extremely important. I ask you all to subscribe to my channel so you can get all the latest health and wellness videos, motivation, yoga, and meditation. But most importantly, I'd like to leave you with this one thing. Being well is feeling well. Feeling well is doing well. Doing well is living well. Happy health and wellness job searching, everybody. Take care.